Hey there, my name is Rohit Kumar, and today we are going to discuss the interactive, emotional, dynamic motion capture database, in short known as IEMOCAP. So the IEMOCAP database information is given over here, and just by the title or the full form of this particular data set only, you would have had a basic idea that what is the meaning and what sort of particular information you can have in this particular data set. So this data set contains approximately 12 hours of audiovisual data in which the video, speech, motion capture of faces, the text transcriptions, etc. are available. And when you are going through this particular data set, then you will have the Dyadic section and the kind of actor performance related improvisations and sort of the scripted scenarios. So when you have the kind of emotional expression elicitation, then this particular data set will become kind of useful for you. So this data set is annotated by multiple annotators into different categorical levels, and depending on the levels you may have the different categories like anger, happiness, sadness, or the neutrality. And depending on the particular mood or the emotional state of a particular person, then you can have some sort of decision. So just this particular data set you can use for the emotional understanding or the emotional well-being of a particular person, and that's why you can approach towards different sorts of authors or the literature those are existing and having use of this particular data set. So there is a paper ESPNet, so ESPNet SLU. So it discusses about the advancement of the spoken language understanding through ESPNet. And additionally, there is another paper ICON which discusses the interactive conversational memory network for multimodal emotional and detection. And similarly, there is a work Cosmic which discusses the common sense knowledge for emotion identification in conversations. So when I'm discussing this sort of things, it means you can use this particular data set for the kind of spoken language understanding, or you can use for the emotional recognition. You can use this particular data set for emotion identification and multimodal emotional understanding or the detection. So lots of similar sort of approaches are available. And if clearly I tell you, then the emotional recognition in conversation and the speech emotional recognition or the multimodal emotional recognition or the multifold speech emotional recognition, because the multifold gives a kind of validation to your approach. So you can use these sort of different ways or the methods to perform some sort of work related to your research. Additionally, if you are not comfortable with this particular data set and you want to go for some other data set which is kind of similar to this data set, then you can go for the Emory NLP, and there is another one, Siemens, and one is the MELT. So you can go and have a look on these particular data sets. Additionally, when coming to this particular data sets, you will have the audio and the visual related data, which we have already discussed. And it consists of more than 150 videos, which are having some sort of recorded dialogues, and some speakers are having the sessions, and there are number of videos which you can make use of. Now, when coming to the specific detailing, then each segment is annotated for the presence of 9 different emotions, as we have already discussed: the anger, excitement, fear, sadness, surprise, etc. And discussing this particular data set, the videos are recorded across different sessions with different pairs of speakers, because there are multiple speakers. So you can make means in any, with respect to any set of speakers, you may have some sort of pairing. So similarly, they have done the pairing and they have used their conversational and sort of understanding related data. So I think the basic details I have given to you. Additionally, if you want to have the more details about this particular data set, then you can go and check at the home site of the data set only. And some of the things like at the home page you are already here, but if you want to get into the more information, you may click over the menu, and you will have some of the scope of the database, means the recognition and analysis of the emotional expressions, etc. Means all the things we have already discussed, like you can have the some sort of emotional understanding or the classification, or you want to know the nature of a particular person through his past emotional uh, gestures, like that. And if you want to have some other information like what sort of data or the keywords that this particular data set has, so here you can see that the emotional multimodal or the Dyadic keywords are some of the most related keywords to this particular data sets. Additionally, the language is English, 10 different actors, 5 male and 5 female they have chosen. Emotional elicitation techniques they have used in the form of improvisations and scripts. And coming to the modalities, so the motion capture face information, speech, video, head movement, and the angle information. Additionally, the diagonal transcriptions and the word levels, level, and the phoneme level alignments are used. So coming to the specific annotations details, so here they have given that with respect to the annotation of here utterances, they have mentioned the sessions are mutually the manually segmented into utterances, and each utterance is annotated using 3 human annotators. So like that, if you want to have more or less, means obviously it will be difficult for the common user to have more, because it's always difficult to generate sort of data set. If you are already comfortable with that, then you should go for your own data set generation, but obviously it is very difficult. So that's why you may go for the lesser number of annotations, and that is easy in comparison to more number of annotations. And specifically the categorical attributes they have used. So these different attributes that we have already seen. And coming to some of the related descriptions, so these are some of the works. So if you want to download the related PDF, you can go and have a look. So this is the basic information. Now coming to some other information like the releases. So you may click on the release tab, and here you'll have the different release related informations. And coming to the publications, so some of the related journals and the conference publications are listed over here. So it's a moral obligation, means if you are using some dataset, you should also give due credit to the dataset or the base information providing site, or the set of resource providers. So in this way, you should cite this particular database in your research work. And if you need some sort of information, obviously you may contact to the collaborative team, and in this way you may help them also through your reviews, and you may ask us some of the additional information. So thanks for watching this video. If you didn't like anything, please do let us know that what are the shortcomings by criticizing this video down through the comments. And if you do like, then please tell us that what are the things that those are beneficial for the general audience. Thanks for watching again. Happy learning.